the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
and the Panthers.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 30.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
To kick off for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Rodgers. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now this time Rodgers will throw. That's complete to Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
The score, Panthers 10, Packers 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because, you know, Coach.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
56, Mike, 56.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Packers 14, Panthers 10. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
This is McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the Panthers call on their undrafted rookie from South Carolina, Joseph Charlton, to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And some room to roam now. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there just before halftime. Give him 58 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good pickup there, 7 yards. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Next to score, Packers 21, Panthers 10. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one, 28 yards on the ground. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100+ in this one in order to stay in that race.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Derek Brown and the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers 17.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And again this time to the tailback. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third and goal.
Third and goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And the lead is up to 18 now.
It is good. Makes the score Packers 28, Panthers 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Thompson to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Joey Slide.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. McCaffrey.
At the 43-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to look deep for more. This is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They only needed a little bit, and they got a lot. A great job just grabbing the football away from the defender there.
And remember, it was 3rd and short, so the defensive front played run. They didn't pressure the quarterback. That meant despite the coverage downfield, they had a...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. They go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Panthers 25.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
43-yard line.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's get this ball back to the offense.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Line two. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Today's final score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Green Bay, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody.